And welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, it's a battle for possibly the district championship between the University Trojans and the Belton Tigers. The Tigers come in leading the district with just one loss, but the University Trojans also have just one loss, and if they can hand that another loss to the Belton Tigers, then there's going to be a three-way tie possibly at the top. How this is a very exciting time in Texas high school football when you get to Week 10 and you start to decide who the teams are that's going to be going to the postseason.
Last game of the district season, championship on the line. It doesn't get any better than that. You know, for University, the last time that they played for a share of a district title was in 1996, 26 years ago. So there is a lot of excitement from the alumni and the current student base. When you look at University, they're going to suit up 16 seniors tonight. The leading rusher for University is Micaiah Sandoff, averaging 128 yards a game. And backing him up in the running game will be Najee Drakes, who has over 500 yards on the year, and Ladarius Evans right at 480 yards. And then when it comes to the passing game, Najee Drakes and London Smith ranked third and fourth in receiving yardage in the district. You know, so in my opinion, the keys to victory for University tonight are a fast start offensively, create explosive plays, defense to continue playing well, special teams need to execute, and finally win the turnover battle.
I misspoke a moment ago. The Belton Tigers have not lost a district game. They have defeated Pflugerville, Elgin, Leander Rouse, Pflugerville Conley, and Chaparral coming into tonight's game. So that's the reason why they lead the district. But the University Trojans' only loss was a 1-point loss on a 2-point conversion by Elgin in the last seconds of their game in Elgin earlier this year. So that's why it could be a three-way tie possibly with Leander Rouse after tonight's over. And if University wins and Rouse wins, then the University Trojans could end up being the number one seed from the tournament or for the postseason. Let's join our presentation on the scoreboard.
Son, what's your name? He said, hi, I'm Jimmy, just back from overseas. When these boots touch down in Texas, I'm gonna drop to my knees, 'cause I ain't seen my wife in 18 months and 14 days. The man smiled at him and said, well, let me be the first to say, welcome home, welcome home. It's good to have you back where you belong. You fought hard for this land you love, and I thank you for all of us. We're proud to call you one of our own. Welcome home. Then the man looked away and said, I know how you must feel. I spent 2 long years in Vietnam. I got back to Jacksonville. There were protest signs and picket lines, and some girls spit in my face. Hey, I was just a kid trying to make this world a safer place. Then his voice started trembling. In his eyes I saw a tear. He said I didn't need a hero's welcome, but it's sure been nice to hear. Welcome home, welcome home. It's good to have you back where you belong. You fought hard for this land you love, and I thank you for all of us. We're proud to call you one of our own. Welcome home. Well, the band was playing and the crowd was cheering as we came walking through that gate. Then the soldier stopped and turned to the man standing near him, saluted him and said, "Sir, I know it's a little late, but welcome home, welcome home. It's good to have you back where you belong. You fought hard for this land you love, and I thank you for all of us. We're proud to call you one of our own. Yeah, we're so proud to call you one of our own. Welcome home."
May God bless the greatest country in the world, and thanks to all the veterans who have stood in service for our country. At this time, we'll have the playing of the national anthem by the University High School Band.
Game going to get about an hour and 50-minute late start because of a thunderstorm that rolled through the Central Texas area just before the scheduled kickoff time at 7 o'clock. But that has cooled things down a little bit, hasn't it, Hal?
It's down to 60 degrees now, Lark. It was 82 before the storm came in and delayed the game for a couple hours. You know, tonight this game has got the top two quarterbacks in the district are going to be on display tonight. Ty Brown for Belton's completing 55% of his passes, 19 touchdowns on the year, 6 interceptions. University's quarterback Jashawn Magani's thrown 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, hitting 59% of his passes. Both these teams have really prolific offenses.
Captain's meeting with our officials out of the Waco chapter. So University will elect to receive to start the game. Brad Strickland is our referee. The umpire is Scott Hamby. Rhett Williams is the head linesman. The line judge, Eric Reinhardt. The field judge, Douglas Daniels. The side judge, Joel Wymore. And the back judge is Brian Thomas, all out of the Waco chapter. So again, a spot at the top of the district standings online tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. University coming in with a record of 5 wins and 4 losses on the season. But one of those losses was in district play. While Belton comes in at 7-2 on the year. And they are 5-0 in league action.
Makai Sandolph, along with Cameron Marshall, number 13, will be back to receive this kickoff from Belton.
Slade LeBlanc will kick it off for the Belton Tigers in their all white with red helmets. Pops it up toward the far sideline. The fair catch called for and made at the 30-yard line for the Trojans. Gives us a chance to tell you about the University offense. Up front, the center is Enrique Rangel. The guards are Paul Monreal and Rodolfo Diaz. The tackles, John Zay Fulbright and Ty Bernal. Jay-Sean Mangani, the quarterback, with Makai Sandoff as his running back. Najee Drakes may also carry the ball occasionally, but out in a wide receiver spot along with London Smith, Tony Miles, and D.K. Irvin. And on the first play, and that one goes nowhere.
Aiden Stock, number 55, stopping that play right at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like it's a loss of 3 on the play. Brings up second down and 13. Pump fake. Mangani looks to step up, and he ends up being sacked and fumble the ball, but University is able to get back on top of it. So right now, the offensive line having a tough time holding out the Belton Tigers.
Bryson Salcido, number 63, in on the tackle. The Belton defense, Bryson Salcido, Ethan Ash, Aiden Stock, and Ethel Randall are in the defensive line there for Belton.
Loss is back to the 19, brings up a 3rd and 21. Mangani rolling right, throws incomplete, trying to get it out to Drakes. And the Belton Tiger defense comes up with a 3-and-out on University's first offensive possession.
Defending on the pass was Sam Shepard, number 40 for Belton. Back deep for Belton for this first punt. Reception will be Mason Ram.
Gets off a good high punt out to the 50-yard line. Has a bit of a wind behind him and gets it out to just across the 50 to the 49 in Belton territory. And that's where the Tigers will have the ball for the first time with 10 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first quarter.
33-yard punt there by University.
Now they're going to mark it right at the 50-yard line, it appears. Belton's offense led by Ty Brown with Sean Snap, the running back, in the backfield with him. Handoff to Snap, goes fake the handoff, throws out in the flat. It's complete for about a couple of yards up to the University 48-yard line.
Najee Drakes with the shoestring tackle there on the receiver.
Catch made there by Carson Dunn. Brings up a second down and 8. At the University, well, they mark it at the 49, so second down and 9 on a 1-yard gain on the pass to Dunn. Empty backfield. Goes to the motion. That's a backward pass. That's the reason he's able to pick it up and run with it, and he'll end up losing a yard back to the 49-yard line.
In on the tackle. 2 nice defensive plays so far by University.
So the lateral to Ram loses a yard. He's up 3rd and 10 at the 50. Fake the handoff. Brown throws, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, trying to get it out to the tight end, number 85, Diego Coleman, and a Trojan right there in the middle of it.
Travion DeGreat with a vicious hit on the wide receiver there.
So the defenses let each other know that they're not to be trifled with tonight, as they both have a 3-and-out to start with.
Looks like London Smith will be back at his own 10-yard line to receive this punt.
Punting into a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. Ball's bounces once. Smith picks it up, comes around the right side, and takes it up to near the 35-yard line. A nice open field tackle there on London Smith, but a nice return for Smith of about 15, 20 yards.
We've got multiple flags on the play. The last flag of this flu is going to be on Belton. The first flag, I'm not sure who that's going to be on, sitting on the 48-yard line.
I'm sure Brad Strickland will give us all the info on the laundry on the field. Have to discuss with the other officials as to why they threw the flag, what if they saw something different than the other official. Now here's Brad Strickland.
We have two penalties, both on the kicking team. Illegal formation, kick team. After the play, dead ball. Unsportsmanlike, number 37, White. And both penalties will be set from the end of the kick.
Wow.
First down.
Well, that's an extra 20 yards.
Yes, it is. Great field position here for University on their second possession.
Get the ball with 9 minutes and 9 seconds. This is one of those situations that you have to take advantage of the opportunity. I'm just going to set you up in enemy territory at the 46-yard line and the Tigers into the field. Trojans send 3 wide receivers to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff goes absolutely nowhere. The running game right now for University not getting many yards.
Sam Shepard, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Ladarius Evans stopped for a 1-yard loss.
You know, coming into this game, their defensive Belton's only giving up 12 points a game.
Once again, a 2-back set. Fumble by Mangani. He's able to pick it up, stay on his feet, but he's going to end up losing a bunch of yards back to the 38-yard line.
Massive pursuit there by Belton on the mess up on that snap there. Puts University in a deep hole here on 3rd down.
That's a loss of 15 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 26. So already it's a struggle for the offenses against these two defenses. Sandoff goes in motion. Mangani hands it off. Some running room for Najee Drakes. We'll get it back between the sticks, but it's going to be 4th down and about 9.
Knocked out of bounds by Donovan Thompson.
Well, that's going to force another punt. Again, with the win at the back, they should be able to stick the Tigers back into a fairly deep hole.
Mason Ram, number 5 for Belton, on his 10-yard line waiting for this punt.
Ram calls for the fair catch, and we'll make that at the 16-yard line. 7:39 to go, first quarter, no score. Trojans have had the ball twice. Now it's the Tigers' turn to have it for the second time.
30 yards on that punt, Lark. This Belton defense is the fastest defense we've seen this year, I believe. You know, for University, they're only giving up 20 points per game in district play, so these are 2 top-flight defenses and offenses tonight.
They'll start this at the 17-yard line. Handoff goes to the running back in the backfield. He'll wiggle his way up to about the 19-yard line for a couple of yards, but that's it for L.J. Underwood.
Joseph Caballero, along with Miguel Medrano, in on that tackle.
2nd and 8 at the 19. Empty backfield, 3 receivers left, 2 right. But Brown's going to run it straight up the middle, has the first down and more. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line in Belton territory and picks up the first down for either team.
Miguel Medrano finally knocking him down there for University.
16-yard pickup for Ty Brown. Fake the handoff, throw in the flats, complete to the wing back. Gets it up to the 45, 46-yard line. It's going to be enough for the first down.
Safety to Dandrell DeGrade along with Joseph Caballero tackling them on the 46-yard line.
Pick up 11 on the pass to Ram. And the second first down of the drive. LeBlanc, the lone receiver, to the bottom of your screen. Handoff, though, goes to the fullback. And once again, it's Underwood who gets it into University territory down to the 30, make that the 43-yard line.
Juwan Harris with the shoulder tackle, but Juwan's looks like he's a little gimped up there from that hit.
It's another 11-yard pickup. Send a man in motion, puts three receivers to the left. Brown on the straight drop back, got all day to throw. Has a man deep going for LeBlanc. He has it, and it's good for the touchdown. 43-yard strike from Brown to LeBlanc has Belton on the board first.
Travion DeGrate was in on the defense, but you can't give the quarterback that many seconds to throw that long bomb. He had about 5 seconds. It's tough to cover those guys that long. Well executed play, though, by Belton.
On to try the extra point is Cole Chrisman. And it is good. 5:37 left in the first quarter. Belton draws first blood, going 83 yards in 5 plays in 2 minutes and 2 seconds to take the 7-0 lead.
A well-executed offensive series there by Belton. They had big plays 5 in a row, opening up some gaps in the University's defense. University will have a chance here to respond, though, if they get the ball again.
Well, you got to know that Kent Laster and his coaching staff trying to figure out how to shore up that offensive line to keep the Belton defense from getting into the backfield as fast as they have in those first 2 possessions.
Makai Sandolph along with number 13. They're both at their 10-yard line.
Once again, kicking. Pops it up to the near side this time. And a fair catch called for and made right about the 20-yard line, 25-yard line.
Tony Miles on the short pooch kick reception. Sets him up with good field position, Lark, though, at the 25-yard line.
Mangani has Sandoff in the backfield now with him. Hands it off to Sandoff over the left side. He's just about to break into the secondary, but gets it up to the 30-yard line. And I believe that's the first positive play for the University offense. 5-yard pickup for Sandoff.
Did some nice blocking there. Josh Aguirre in on the tackle.
Second down and 5. DQU Irvin in as a blocking back. Fake the handoff pass to London Smith in the flat, and he picks up the first down as he steps out of bounds at the 40.
Luke Flores in on the defense for Belton. Well executed offensive pass there by University.
Picked up 10 on the play to pick up the first down of the game for the Trojans. Mangani looks to the sideline and changed the play with the play clock down to 12 now. Try to forward pitch. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Tried to get that on a jet sweep to Najee Drake's coming through, but since it was forward, that's a forward pass, and it's just an incompletion. Certainly looks like a fumble, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, every time.
Irvin in as a tight end to the right of the formation. They send Sandoff in motion, empties the backfield. Mangani under pressure, gets away from it, breaks loose across the 40 up to the 46-yard line before he's dragged down. A gain of 6 yards on the play.
Wyatt Butler on the tackle there, the cornerback for Belton.
Brings up a 3rd down and 4. They have to get to midfield to get a new series of downs. Mangani trying to coax Belton offside, but they won't take the bait. Clock rolling with 4:15 and counting in the first quarter. Belton on top 7-0. Mangani to pass. A little overthrown, trying to get it to London Smith at the 35-yard line.
Luke Flores defending on that play. Had that pass been on the money, that was a big gainer for University.
Well, going to play field position here with the wind in their back with 4:04. They're going to go with the punt here.
Ram is deep for Belton back at his 15-yard line to receive this punt.
Adrian Monreal doing the punting. Gets a good snap. Gets it away. Ball going to go out of bounds on the far side, inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line. A nice punt by Monreal.
38 yards. Pins them back deep in their own territory here to start their 3rd offensive series.
Tigers get the ball with 3:53 left to go in the first quarter and a 7-0 lead. They started their last drive at the 17-yard line. This one starting at the 16. Brown with a pass, complete to LeBlanc. LeBlanc weaves his way across the 30, caught from behind when he gets to the 35-yard line, but a big gainer.
Try Wagner in on the tackle.
Mark it at the 34.
Micah Henderson coming in.
Picked up 18 on that pass play.
Drew Bearfield coming off the field.
Brown sends LeBlanc in motion, hands it off, though, to Snap in the backfield. Snap gets it up to the 41-yard line.
Once again, Joseph Caballero with the tackle. Sophomore, 6 foot, 180-pounder. For University up front in the line, they got Edgar Marquez, Ty Wagner, and Dree Marcus Rutledge in the defensive line.
Pick up a 7, brings up a 2nd down and 3. Snap has the ball again. Lots of running room up to midfield for Sean Snap, the fullback.
Joseph Caballero, number 16, on the tackle. Couple substitutions coming in. Najee Drake's coming out, along with Matthew Marquez. Micah Henderson is in now as a deep safety, number 4.
Handoff once again goes to Snap, and he's into University territory down to the 45. Well, look at the 46-yard line after a gain of 4.
Knocked down again by Joseph Caballero.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6 Clock under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Ladarius Evans coming in now, number 23, coming in for safety Juwan Harris.
On the keeper, Brown comes around the left side. Gets it up to the 44-yard line for a gain of 2. And now a flag thrown at the end of the play.
Jordan Whitaker in on the tackle, number 28.
Our referee Brad Strickland talking with the official who threw the flag, and it's going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct against University. First down by penalty. Moves the ball to the University 29-yard line.
And number 54 in at the defensive nose guard position, Ty Bernal.
Brown hands it to Snap. He's got a big hole on the right side and gets down inside the 10-yard line. All the way down to the 7.
Dantrell DeGreat with a touchdown-saving tackle there. They are really opening up some massive holes against this University defense tonight.
22 yards on the run by Snap.
He's down.
They stopped him at the 9-yard line. Now he's down.
He's holding the lower portion of his leg. He took a pretty good lick by DeGreat there on that tackle.
So the clock stopped with 1:06 left in the first quarter. And Belton leading the University Trojans by a score of 7-0. Both defenses have shown that they will hit you and hit you hard. Snap being assisted to the far sideline. He'll get checked out by the training staff.
University is doing a lot of substituting here in the third series as they're rotating in a lot of players. Belton coming in with a fairly fast-paced offense here in the first quarter. Looks like number 33, Lennox Underwood, will be at the tailback position for Belton on this drive.
High snap pulled down by Brown, gets the ball to Underwood. He fumbles the football. It's picked up by University. And maybe a scoop and score here. The University defense puts points on the board.
Dantrell DeGreat there.
Big play by the University defense here late in the first quarter.
That is the spark they needed. Get them right back into the game, get the crowd back into the game. Roughly about 85, 90-yard return there, Lark.
So a sudden 6 for the Trojan defense. Looking to tie up the ball game here with the point after. Montreal able to put it on the board. 40 seconds left in the first quarter, and we're all tied up at 7 apiece. On this play, a defensive scoring by Dantrell DeGreat with the pickup, and then off to the races. It's a little help from Ladarian Evans downfield. Some good downfield blockers there to help him get into the end zone.
Well, that was the backup running back, Lennox Underwood, who coughed that ball up, and it was off to the races for Dantrell DeGreat, and they've just tied this ball game up at 7 apiece. Big momentum shift. When you see those kind of big, massive turnovers, they can really affect you.
And that's one of those things the coaches are always trying to avoid, are those explosive plays, and that's an explosive defensive play for the UDog defense. Senior night here for University High School. During our halftime activities, they're going to present the seniors.
Got Luke Flores, number 4, along with Rashawn Peoples, number 7, back deep to receive this kickoff.
Adrian Monreal has it teed up at the North 40 with about a 10 to 15 mile an hour breeze at his back. Gets it deep toward the near side. Gets a good roll and is picked up inbounds, and he falls down at the 1 yard line. Or actually, did he step? Oh, they said he got out of bounds before he picked it up. They throw the flag at the 3 yard line.
Free kick, out of bounds, kicking team. 30 yards from the kick. He possessed the ball with his foot out of bounds. First down.
So
Belton very fortunate that ball didn't get stopped on, put on the 2 yard line.
yes, they're going to get it at the 30 instead of the 2. Brown takes the snap, hands it off to Underwood, tries to get around the corner. He's not going to get around the corner. He's going to lose maybe a half yard.
DeMarcus Rutledge with the tackle, the left defensive end.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10 at the 30. We'll send 2 receivers to each side. Ram, the inside receiver, to the left. The outside receiver on the right is LeBlanc. Now Ram joins those 2 receivers on the right. Brown with time to throw. Gets it off the hands of LeBlanc near the 45.
He was right there wide open. He should have held on to that ball. He would have had a first down. University was close, but they weren't going to be able to stop it.
That's going to be the final play of our first quarter with our score, University 7 and Belton 7.
Well, so far here in the first quarter, University's had the ball 3 times, and they've had to punt it 3 times. Belton, first series they had to punt. Second series they drove it the length of the field for the touchdown. And then on the third series they coughed it up on a fumble, and University returned it 85 yards to make this game 7-7 at the end of the first quarter.
Again, the Trojans trying to play for a share of a district championship. Last time they did that was in 1996. That was the year that University had their most victories in a season. They went 12-2 that year under Leroy Coleman. Their last outright district title was all the way back to 1956.
Looks like University's gone to a 3 deep safeties on this particular defensive series.
Well, with the win at their back, they're expecting more passing. Sure enough, Brown going to roll to his right. Now he's going to look back left to try to throw a screen pass, and it's blown up.
Travion DeGreat, number 7, was not fooled on that play whatsoever.
Tried to get it out to Diego Coleman. And the incompletion brings up a 4th down and 10.
London Smith back deep for University at the 30-yard line to receive this punt.
Rugby-style punt, going to be going out of bounds between the 30 and the 35-yard line, marked out at the 33, where University will get the ball with 11:44 left to go first half.
37 yards on that punt by Belton.
Sean Magani, the quarterback, will have Mackay Sandoff in the backfield with him. Gives it to Sandoff straight up the middle. Now he bounces it outside. Another good bounce. Gets by another. It has some blockers downfield. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. And Sandoff is off to the races. And he's going to get it into the end zone. That is a 67-yard touchdown run by Mackay Sandoff.
Just an outstanding run by Mackay. Speed, speed, speed.
Speed and a lot of juking. I tell you what, he was picking up his blocks and setting them up all the way. Just an outstanding run by Mackay Sandoff. Now Montreal on to try to tack on the point after. And it is good. So 11:28 left to go in the second quarter. University Trojans have the lead for the first time at 14-7.
Coach Laster, in talking to us this week, was saying that he needed some explosive plays. He was mainly talking about offense, but he'll take that other defensive explosive play also. That's 2 giant touchdowns for University.
One play, 67 yards and 16 seconds for the drive for the University Trojans to capture their first lead of the contest.
Back deep to receive this kickoff will be number 7, Rashawn Peoples. He's standing on his 10-yard line. Number 4, Luke Flores, will be on the 15-yard line.
Well, the Trojan offense was having a little trouble to start off the game with 2 3-and-outs to start with, but apparently some adjustments were made, and they have found a way to get the ball downfield. Good punishing return.
Actually knocked down by the kicker, Adrian Monreal there.
Luke Flores on the return for the Belton Tigers. And good field position for the Tigers, just 60 yards away at their own 40. Ty Brown, 6 foot, 200-pound quarterback, hands it off. Not a whole lot of running room there for Snap, who's back in the game after leaving with a leg injury earlier.
Micah Henderson in on the tackle. This offense definitely moves a little bit differently when it got 45 in as opposed to number 33 at the tailback position.
Snap picked up 5 yards on the play. Snap came in as their leading rusher with 720 yards on 109 carries with 9 touchdowns this year. Snap has the ball again. Tries to spin out of a tackle, but brought down by a shoestring. And will lose a yard back to the 44.
Demarcus Rutledge, number 18, caught him by the ankle and knocked him down.
Third down and 6. 3 receivers to the right. Brown looks that way now. Will tuck it and run with it and be dropped at the 45-yard line. Somebody was spying him on that one.
Joseph Caballero. Who else? Outstanding tackler, really good defensive player for University, and he's only a sophomore.
Pickup of 1 for Brown, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 at the Belton 45, a punting situation. So London Smith going to go deep and await the punt. Line drive that's headed for the Coffin corner, and it's going to go into the end zone and brought out to the 20-yard line.
Big break there for University with that ball. Just kept bounding and bounding the last 15 yards and went on into the end zone instead of dying inside the field of play.
9 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in our first half of play. University with a 14-7 lead on the Belton Tigers.
Trojans take over on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Sandoff will be the running back in the backfield with the quarterback, Jay-Sean Mangani. Looking to pass. Now he'll run straight up the middle with it. And with a nice punishing run, get 3 yards up to the 23.
Number 3, Wyatt Butler in on the tackle.
Once again, the Trojans show. Well, Magani is down in the backfield. Trainer Jerry Williams out to check on the University quarterback, who's going to get up on his own power and limp to the sideline.
Looks like Najee Drakes is loosening up his arm, so he's going to come in at the quarterback position.
So Drakes moves from his wide receiver spot to guide the offense here, taking his spot at wide receiver is Cameron Marshall, number 13. Play clock has not started yet. 8:59 left to go, second quarter. So Drake's the trigger man with Sandoff in the backfield. Waiting to get the official go-ahead from our officiating crew. They start the play clock now. And now a timeout called by University. Their first timeout of the first half. Maybe they're hoping to get Mangani back into the game.
University's been very fortunate this year in that Mangani has only probably missed 1 or 2 plays that I can remember here at home. And so now putting Najee Drakes in there, he can command the offense, but he is mainly a runner and not a pass threat. You can bet Belton's going to be loading up the line of scrimmage now and try to force University to pass on them.
Mangani has passed for over 1,600 yards on the year in 92 completions. The Trojans also have a 1,000-yard rusher this year, and Makai Sandoff came into tonight's game with 1,168 yards on the ground, 14 touchdowns. Now has his 15th touchdown of the year after that electrifying run earlier here in the second quarter. Drake's on the keeper. No gain on the play up to the 23.
Knocked down by 23 Donovan Thompson. It's tough sledding up front. It's a good defensive line they're facing tonight in Belton.
Brings up a 3rd down and 7. London Smith, the outside receiver to the right of the formation. So a flag thrown and most likely a procedure call against University. It's going to back them up 5 yards.
Sometimes when you have a new quarterback in there, the cadence might not be exactly the same as when you had Mangani in there.
We'll move it back to the 18-yard line where it's now 3rd and 12. Now London Smith will be the lone receiver to the near side. He's going to get man-to-man coverage out here. This may just be London Smith going as deep as he can, and Drake's throwing it as far as he can. Now he hands it off to Sandoff. Sandoff trying to bounce it outside. Unable to do so and stop for no gain.
23 Donovan Thompson wrapping Makai up.
We're going to have another timeout for an injury as one of the University linemen is down.
Looks like Rodolfo Diaz is in some pain, number 56.
Well, the Trojans going to get into the playoffs this year, and looks like they can probably do it next year as well. As on this year's starting offense, they have 6 players that are not seniors that will be returning next year. On the defensive side, they'll have 7 returners next year. So Kent Laster is starting to build a program there at University High School. Chelsea Hooten from the training staff out checking on the injured Trojan. Able to help him to his feet. Going to need a little assistance to get to the sideline. Well, these are a couple of teams that are fighting very hard for a district title. We've already seen 2 players for University and 1 for Belton go to the sideline.
Mason Ram deep for Belton at the 50-yard line.
Good snap. Gets the punt away. It's a low liner that takes a bounce and picked up by Ram at the 50. A flag is thrown behind the play, and this is coming back as Ram goes out of bounds somewhere around the 40. But I got a feeling we got a block in the back somewhere back at about the 49-yard line.
I think it was on Desmond Adams, number 17. It's going to be a costly penalty there because he returned that ball about 15 yards on the punt, so they're going to lose about 30 net.
Well, that'll move it back to about the 36-yard line, I believe. Well, they'll mark it at the 41. With 7:22 left to go in the first half. Belton trailing University by a score of 14-7. Brown hands it off to Snap. Snap able to get away from one would-be tackler, but finally brought down for no gain.
Jordan Winnegar, number 28, wrapping him up and not letting him go. If you get him down low at the legs, he'll go down. Nice one-on-one tackle there by Jordan.
Second down and 10. Snap goes in motion. Empty backfield. Brown looking for a receiver. Nobody open. Now after rolling out, he's able to get it out and complete. Out to Isaac Abel.
London Smith defending on that pass play.
They get it into the University end of the field at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. And a first down.
Got some confusion there on the offensive side for Belton. They had to call a timeout.
Well, that's their first timeout of the half. Each team has used 1 timeout in this first half of play, so they each have 2 left.
University's defense, their linebackers right now that are into the game are Jordan Whitaker, Matthew Marquez, Miguel Madrano, and Joseph Caballero. And in the secondary, they've got Travion DeGreat, Drew Bearfield, Dantrell DeGreat, and Jawan Harris. But they are doing multiple substitutions on the University side, trying to keep as many fresh players in as they can.
Comes the line with 2 receivers left. The lone receiver to the right is LeBlanc. LeBlanc is Brown's favorite target so far this year. Handoff, though, goes to Snap straight up the middle. He rams his way forward up to the 42-yard line for a gain of 5.
Jawan Harris, number 2, the safety, in on the tackle.
That seems to be A very easy 3 to 5 yards for Belton tonight, just straight up the middle for Snap. He has the football again, bounces outside and gets close to the first down, but he may be turned away. Well, the scrum may end up getting him the first down. We'll have to see where they mark the ball.
Joseph Caballero along with Medrano in on the tackle.
Going to mark him short at the 37-yard line and make that the 38-yard line. He has to get past the 37 to pick up the first. The 3rd down and 1. Snap has the first down and a lot more running room as he gets it down to the 32.
Micah Henderson bringing him down. He is a truckload to bring down. He's a big kid, and he just runs north and south.
He reminds you of the old TCU running back Norm Boulage.
He's a little winded now. They brought him back in his second stringer, Lennox Underwood, to sub in for a while to give him a breather.
Pump fake by Brown, gets out from underneath the rush and will have to run with the football and be chased out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Juwan Harris made a good effort and nearly got him in the backfield. But he did a little cutting, and he was able to get around the corner and come up with a nice gain there on first down.
Picked up 5 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 5. That'll stop the clock with 4:45 left to go in our first half of play, and University on top 14-7. They've scored once on offense, once on defense. 85-yard scoop and score, the difference in the game right now. Handoff goes to Underwood, and he's swallowed up at the 29-yard line. Absolutely no room for him to run there.
Joseph Caballero and Ty Wagner stuffing their run right there immediately at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 on the play brings up a 3rd down and 6. Underwood gets free across the 25 down to about the 24-yard line, but still going to be shy of the first down by about 2.
Jamarcus Rutledge, number 8, in on the tackle. He's
4 down territory, or are they going to try a field goal here? I believe it's 4 down territory. 4th and 2 at the University 24. They show basically a full house backfield and get the first down with Snap going across the 20-yard line down to about the 19.
London Smith bringing them down, but not before they get a first down. Number 18 coming back into the game for University, Jamarcus Rutledge.
Snap picked up 5 on the play. And they get a new set of downs as they're inside the University red zone with 3:25 and counting left to go second quarter. Brown passes in the flat, complete to LeBlanc. A good sidestep has him down to the 10-yard line before he's wrapped up. Fumble on the play. It is a free football. Let's see who has it after the scramble inside the 10-yard line. University seems to believe they have the ball. We're waiting for the officials to tell us who the ball belongs to. Brad Strickland will let us know.
Recovered on the fumble was by Belton. On the play, we have a block in the back. Belton will be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So there was a block in the back on the play. Belton did recover the fumble. So Belton will retain possession. But the block in the back happened at the 17-yard line. So that'll take it back to the 27. Well, it'll be first down. And about 16. Two receivers to each side. Send Snap in motion, fake a shot to him, now throw it underneath. Got a nice tunnel screen to LeBlanc going here. LeBlanc trying to get into the corner of the end zone. He's caught from behind, but he's able to get it into the end zone, or do they mark him? No, they marked him down at the 1.
We got a flag at the 8-yard line.
Another block in the back. That'll hold Belton out of the end zone.
That was a well-designed offensive, I call it slightly screenplay there. I mean, they let University come right in, the defensive rushers, and it was just wide open. He had about 4 guys in front of him to block for him. But 2 costly penalties keep making them go back.
And out there at the University 18-yard line. Hand off to Snap around the left side. Gets it down inside the 10 to the 9. 8-yard pickup. Make that a 9-yard pickup for Snap on the play. Very close to picking up a first down.
Joseph Caballero bringing them down. Belton's had the ball nearly 5 minutes on this drive, Lark.
It will be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Snap has the football, running straight ahead. Purple jerseys all around him, brings him down after forward progress up to the 5-yard line.
Ty Wagler, number 11, wrapping him up. Jawan Harris coming in, number 2, and coming out for University is Ladarius Evans.
This will be the 12th play of the drive. Clock will be under 1.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. At the snap, fake the handoff, rolling to the right is Brown being chased, throws to the end zone, and it's knocked away.
Micah Henderson nearly with the interception. A lot of pressure being put on the quarterback by University's Ty Wagner and Jawan Harris.
Incompletion stops the clock with 1:25 left to go in our first half of play. University trying to hold on to the lead at halftime with a defensive stand here. 3rd and goal at the 5. Underwood in at the running back spot, but back to pass is Brown. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, still looking for someone, and will be finally able to throw the ball into the end zone and throw it away. Good job by Brown to avoid being tackled and keep the play alive.
Outstanding effort by the University defense, putting a massive amount of pressure on him. It's going to force him to try a field goal.
Well, those 2 block in the back penalties certainly helped the University defense, but a great job by the U-Dog defense to hold them out of the end zone and force the field goal try here.
Looks like Cole Chrisman will be trying the field goal.
A 26-yard attempt.
He missed it.
No good. So the University defense comes up with a great defensive stop here at the end of the second quarter, denying the Tigers a chance to tie the game up. They held the ball for over 6 minutes on 14 plays.
That's why it's difficult to drive the length of the field on, 12, 13-play drives without making mistakes. Mistakes really they were really costly to Belton on that particular series.
The University takes over at their own 20-yard line with 1:09. On the rollout, Mangani throws, and it's complete. Getting away from would-be tacklers and all the way into enemy territory. The ball's fumbled and goes out of bounds. Got the
Zacharian Young, the tight end, with the catch, and he is a big kid.
Yeah, Zacharian Young with that catch.
I think they may have caught Belton by surprise, thinking they might just run the clock out here with just a minute to go.
Ball's going to be placed at the 45 in Belton territory. 35-yard pickup on the pass to Young. Clock back in motion now with 47 seconds and counting. Najee Drakes is the quarterback. Looking to throw, goes downfield to the near sideline and has a man complete.
Sandoff.
And he is in the end zone for the touchdown, but there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage. An eligible receiver downfield is the call. So that'll bring that one back. Well, with Najee Drakes in at quarterback, I don't think Belton is looking for the pass from Drakes.
Not at all.
He surprised him with a couple of long bombs here.
He showed off a really nice arm there. That was 50 yards in the air.
Well, the 5-yard penalty moves it back to the 50. First and 15 at the 50. Gets the ball to Sandoff, and he's going to be dragged down at the 50-yard line.
Donovan Thompson, number 23 for Belton. I think, yeah, University's taking a timeout.
Yep, with 23 seconds left to go. It'll be second down and 15 at the 50. Or actually, they give him a yard pickup on the play up to the 49.
We do have Mangani in the pile there with the offensive staff. So he is at least up and walking around, and maybe he'll see some action back in the second half.
But right now, he's going to sit on the sideline while the Trojans try to run off the last 23 seconds of this first half and go to the intermission with a one-touchdown lead. London Smith, the lone receiver at the top of your screen. Drakes takes the snap and is going to have to run forward and get out from under a rush. Maybe they're going to mark him at the 49 in University territory, and the Trojans are going to call a timeout with 15 seconds left. That's their last timeout.
Number 40, Sam Shepard. Number 63, Bryson Salcida. Putting pressure on him immediately.
A loss of 2 on the play will bring up a 3rd and 17 from the University 49-yard line.
Well, we'll have to see what Kent's looking to do here on this third down play, if he wants to try another long bomb or if he wants to play, for maybe a 25-yard pass and try to kick a field goal right before half.
Good look at the University cheerleading squad on the sideline here.
You've got Ladarius Evans, number 23, in as your running back for University.
Sandoff is in the slot on the left. Drakes rolls that way, looks to throw, spins away from would-be tacklers, and then finally he stays on his feet. Somehow, some way, he gets forward up across the 50 up to the 48-yard line. How in the world did he do that?
Well, Hayden Auerney kept a hold of him for as long as he could, but he just kept churning those legs.
Well, he got 3 yards and ran out the rest of the clock of our second quarter of play. So we are at halftime here at Waco ISD Stadium with our score, University 14 and Belton 7. Stay tuned for more high school action after the Highlighters and Mighty Trojan Band halftime performance.
of 2023. We first begin with football seniors. Number 54, Ty Eric Bernal, escorted by grandparents Larry and Cynthia Sims. Number 65, Adam Davila, escorted by Luffy and Julie Gutierrez and sisters Haley and Kaylee. Number 1, Dontrell DeGreat, escorted by Danny DeGreat. Number 3, Najee Drakes, escorted by Connie Robinson, Milton Finley, Naomi Finley. Number 52, John Zay Fulbright, escorted by Johnny Fulbright and Deborah Fulbright. Number 21, Cameron Marshall, escorted by Jessica Marshall. Number 13, Christian Marshall, escorted by Jessica Marshall. Number 57, Miguel Medrano, escorted by Christy Rangel and brother Enrique Rangel Jr. Number 81, Jalen Miles, escorted by Tamika Howard. Number 75, Paul Monreal, escorted by Stacy, Jordan, Michaela, and Paul Monreal. Number 74, Juan Olivares, escorted by Rebecca and Juan Olivares. Number 8, Jamarcus Rutledge, escorted by Jocelyn Hicks. Number 0, Makai Sandoff, escorted by Father Sandoff and Corey Nixon. Number 11, Tyodrick Wagner, escorted by Mike and Ashley Wagner and siblings Tyson and Tamaria. Number 55, Dimitri Washington, escorted by Anitra Washington. Number 28, Jordan Whitaker, escorted by Ayana Ellis O'Neill and Jordan Whitaker. Senior athletic trainer, Genesis Garcia, escorted by Manuel and Angela Vara. Senior athletic trainer, Marquicia Urregas, escorted by Mother Daisy Urregas and grandparents Mr. and Mrs. Juan Urregas. Zykira Davis, escorted by Tanika and Damian May. Imani Dowling, escorted by Nellie Dowling and Danielle Manuelito Dowling Sr. Sally Ugarte, escorted by Candy and Aurelia Ugarte. Captain Aliana Cabello, escorted by Nora Robles and Godfather Roy Ibarra. Co-Captain Trinity Martinez, escorted by her parents Melissa and Robert Martinez. Lieutenant Destiny Cerrato, escorted by her parents, Priscilla and Greg Serrato. Samantha Thamert, escorted by mom Mara Thamert and sister Isabella Thamert. Cynthia Zavala Hicks, escorted by her mother Cindy and in remembrance of her father Clarence. Now finally, if you will, please turn your attention to the video board as we recognize the senior guys and girls responsible for bringing you the sound and pictures this whole season. First off, we have Carol Duran. Carol is one of our 6 talented camera operators keeping their eyes on all the action. Next is Stephanie Macias. Stephanie operates instant replay, providing us those closer looks on plays both on the video board and in our program. Next is Allison Perez. Allison is half of our dynamic sideline reporter duo, bringing you interviews and reports. Next is John Segovia. John is one of our main editors and has been a leader in the post-production process. And finally, Tayrell Thompson. Tayrell is one of our production directors who leads the crew throughout the game to provide a quality show for those watching from home. Your Trojan Media Production seniors.
An abbreviated halftime here at Waco ISD Stadium due to the fact that we started the game almost 2 hours late due to a rain and lightning delay, but the University Trojans have a 14-7 lead at halftime, though the Belton Tigers, as far as offensive numbers, have the better numbers. They've run 34 offensive plays for 196 yards, just 19 offensive plays for University for 109 yards. The difference, though, is that 85-yard fumble, scoop, and score return by the Trojans that has them up by a touchdown at the half. University has rushed the ball 14 times for 64 yards. They're 2 of 5 passing for 45 yards. They've only been penalized 3 times for 15 yards and have had the ball for 8 minutes and 19 seconds. Belton, meanwhile, has picked up 10 first downs to just 3 for University. Out of their 34 offensive plays, 196 yards, 23 of those on the ground for 112 yards. They're 6 of 11 passing for 84 yards, but had that one fumble. So that's the only turnover in the game, and that's the difference in the game. They've been penalized 3 times for 10 yards and have had the ball for 15 minutes and 41 seconds. A lot of that was a 6-minute drive that ended up in a missed field goal. So we expected to see a very even ball game, and right now it's a pretty even ball game, Hal.
Yes, it is. And deep for Belton be number 4, Luke Flores, along with number 7, Rashawn Peoples, both at their 10-yard line.
Individual leading rusher in the first half, Makai Sandoff, 4 carries, 73 yards, but a lot of that was just on one run for a touchdown. We are underway.
Luke Flores with the ball there on the kickoff return.
Only able to get it up to the 30-yard line before a Trojan gets to him. So Belton will start at their own 30 here in the second half.
Jamarcus Rutledge with the tackle there on the kickoff.
Once again, this is a battle for first place in the district. Belton comes in with no district losses. University with 1 district loss. Handoff goes to snap. He's got a lot of room straight up the middle and finally tripped up when he gets to midfield.
Dontrell DeGreat with the tackle.
Snapped with a 20-yard pickup there.
He's down again, though. The same leg injury.
Snap in the first half, 13 carries for 72 yards. And that's the kind of tackle that yanks hamstrings. We'll see him come straight up the middle here as they grab him around the thighs and bring him down pretty hard. Underwood will come in and take his place.
Edgar Marquez is back into the game at the nose guard position for University.
You got to believe Snap is a player that the Tigers do not want to lose going into the postseason. They need his yardage.
He is a tough runner, straight north and south, but it looks like an ankle possibly there.
He's going to be helped to the sideline.
Makai Henderson is in at the safety position for University. London Smith is one of the cornerbacks. Dantrell DeGreat's also at safety. And then number 7, Travion DeGreat, will be on the far side at cornerback.
Underwood comes in as the running back. Ty Brown is the quarterback. Nigel McLeod joins the huddle. Number 44, he'll be the blocking back. The H-back to the right of the formation. Now he goes in motion and whistles as the ball is snapped, and that's usually a procedure penalty. Been a fairly penalty-free game. Sure enough, a procedure penalty. We'll move it back 5 yards.
I think that might have been on the center there, number 78. He flinched that ball. I was looking at it. He cost him 5 yards.
So 1st and 15. Fake the handoff, pass out in the flat to LeBlanc. He's met immediately and will be dropped for a loss of about 3 yards.
Open field tackle by safety Dontrell DeGreat, number 1.
Actually, that was a gain of 3 on the play from the 45 to the 48.
Defensive line for University, you got Edgar Marquez, number 9, Ty Wagner, number 11, and number 18, Dramarcus Rutledge.
2nd down and 13. Fake the handoff. Brown flush from the pocket, throws it out of bounds.
Joseph Caballero putting a lot of pressure on him. Made him get rid of it quickly. He only had one receiver, and he wasn't even close to where that ball was thrown.
So after the 20-yard pickup by Snap, the University defense has been able to push Belton back where they're outside the sticks, facing a 3rd and 13.
University going with their 3 deep safeties and a 3rd and long.
Mason Ram will be the inside receiver on the left. Brown, though, looking to his right. Now will be flush from the pocket. Trying to stay behind the line. Now he throws deep downfield, and it is intercepted.
London Smith
comes up with it and steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Tremendous rush by University.
So the second turnover of the night belongs to the University Trojans, but they have it deep in their own territory with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Really excellent defensive stand there on the very first series of the 2nd half.
Give up that one big play of 20 yards, but then able to get the interception and get control of the football. Jayshon Magani back in at quarterback after a first half injury. Gets it out in the flat to Sandoff. And Mackay has it out to the 13-yard line. That's close to a 1st down.
He's tripped up by Desmond Adams, number 17 for Belton. It's good to see Magani back in the game for University at quarterback.
Pick up a 9, brings up a 2nd down and 1 at the 12. Johnny has Drakes in the backfield with him. He looks to pass. That one is knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like number 36, Ethan Arundel.
Well, 3rd down and 1. London Smith goes wide to the right side. Drakes takes the handoff. And I don't know that he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
Wyatt Butler wrapping him up.
He lost about a half yard on the play. Still 4th and 1 at the University 12, and they're going to bunt the ball away. That wind that was blowing from left to right on your TV screen earlier is now non-existent. So he will not be punting against the wind.
We've got Ram back to receive this punt.
A rolling punt that's
going to come down at about the 15-yard line. See where they mark it.
and not a good punt at all. They mark it at the 16.
That's 4 yards on that punt.
9 minutes exactly left to go in the third quarter, and a great opportunity for the Belton Tigers to tie this game up as they get it at the University 16. Ty Brown, the quarterback, hands it to Underwood, straight ahead running behind his offensive line, gets it inside the 10 down to about the 6.
Wrapped up by Jamarcus Rutledge, number 8 for University.
Just shy of the 6-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1. Mark it at the 7. Trojans had a goal line stand earlier in the game. Forced a field goal attempt that went wide. LeBlanc in motion, but the handoff goes to Underwood up the middle. He's inside the 5 down to about the 3.
Juwan Harris.
A new set of downs.
Juwan Harris bringing him down. Number 2. Yeah, you got to feel they're just going to do straight power running right up the middle.
Running right behind that offensive line, the center Zachary Erickson. Guards Robert Trent and John Roach, and tackles Aiden King and Ethan Sandoval. This one, though, is going to be stopped. Once again, it's Underwood.
Juwan Harris, and then knocked to the ground by Joseph Caballero, number 16 for University.
2nd and goal, just inside the 3. Power formation. Handed off to Underwood. Once again, bangs it and gets the scrum to push him into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that's what a good offense will do when they've been gifted a great field position. They take advantage and they punch it in for the score, and with the extra point to go, we're going to have a tie ball game here.
Four plays to go 16 yards in a minute and 25 seconds. On to attempt the extra point is Cole Chrisman. And we're all tied up at 14 apiece with 7:37 left to go, third quarter.
Well, it'll be put on the offense now to get them a long, sustained drive here, give their defense a little bit of rest, try to put some points on the board. Their quarterback is back in the game, Jashawn Mangani. He came back to start the second half here, so we'll see what University can do to generate some offense here. We're going to have Mekhi Sandoff, number 0, going back on the kick, along with number 13, Cameron Marshall.
Trojans missed a golden opportunity getting the second turnover of the game. It was deep in their own territory, unable to do anything with that, and then the bad punt out of bounds gave the Belton Tigers great field position to be able to tie up the game. LeBlanc has the ball set up at the North 40. taken in at the 18-yard line. And apparently someone called a fair catch because they blew the whistles while he was still running. So they're going to put it at the 25-yard line. Here's Brad Strickland to tell us. Yeah, fair catch called for. The first down from the 25.
Up front for the Belton defense here in the second half will be Bryson Salcido, Ethan Ash, Aiden Stock, and Ethan Arundel.
Darius Evans going to join the backfield with Najee Drakes. Evans going to be the eye back in the formation. Mangani rolls to his right, throws in the flat. It's complete to Najee Drakes. And Drakes with some punishing running gets it across the 40 up to the 45-yard line. What a nice job after catch by Najee Drakes.
Broke 2 tackles there. Luke Flores finally wrapping them up and bringing them down to the ground, but not until after a large gain.
Picked up 20 on the play from the 25 to the 45 in the first down. Trojans back at the line. Makai Sandoff in the slot to the left. London Smith, the wide receiver, to the left. Again, the 2-back formation. Send Sandoff in motion, and now flags, and apparently we have procedure against University.
Number 75, Paul Monreal, jumped for the snap.
So 1st and 15 back at the University 40-yard line now. They stay with the 2 tight end formation. Send Sandoff in motion. Now he'll wait at the hash marks on the far side. They hand it off to Ladarius Evans. And Evans is in the open and almost to midfield. Gets it up to the 47-yard line in University territory. Pick up a 7 on the play for Evans.
Tripped up, shoestring tackle by number 23, Donovan Thompson. Nice run by Ladarius Evans.
Picks up a 2nd down and 8. Two tight end formation with the 2 backs is a formation that Belton had not seen before this series of downs. And Ghani to pass, has a man. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one deep to Zachorian Young, who that was intended for. So 4th down and 8 from the 47. Ten seconds left on the play clock. As the play gets, got a feeling we're about to get a timeout for our University. Sure enough, we do. We get the timeout. With 1 second left on the play clock. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in our 3rd quarter. We're all tied up at 14 apiece between Belton and University.
Well, that last play going to the tight end Zacharian Young, if it had been thrown just a scooch further down the field, he was there, he was open. I like what they're trying to do to this defense. I mean, Belton's defense is playing right on top of the offensive line. They've got 7 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Daring them to throw the ball.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't want to dare University to throw the ball because they can make you pay for those mistakes. They've got skilled players all over on this offense.
Kent Laster in his 2nd season at the helm of University. Went 0-10 that first year, but now 5-14 in his career. Trying to pick up his 6th win as the Trojans head coach. Back to pass, gets rid of it. Underthrown a little bit. Trying to come back forward is Sandoff, and we have a flag thrown. And apparently interference going to be called. Now that's on the high school level. It'll just be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, but it will be an automatic first down. Sure enough.
Number 4, 15, previous foul. Automatic first.
Great break there for University.
Luke Flores called for the interference.
That'll give them a first down.
And also put it in Belton territory. I'm sure head coach Brett Sniffin's not real happy about that call. But it takes it down to the 38-yard line in Belton territory. Clock stopped with 6:02 in the third quarter. A low snap, Mangani throws, and it's complete. It's a little overthrown, intended for London Smith on the far side.
Luke Flores in on the defending on the pass.
I'm just used to anything being thrown in the vicinity of London Smith being caught.
It was just a little too high for his reach.
Second down and 10. UQ Irvin in the H-back spot. They do have a tight end to the right of the formation. Mangani to pass. Gets rushed. I don't know if that was a pass or a fumble, but Belton is treating like a fumble and picked it up and taking it the other way and hit it into the end zone. There's Wyatt Butler with the fumble recovery. I'm not sure if on our replay we can see where Mangani his hand may have been going forward, but it's ruled a fumble. So the Tigers answer back what the Trojans were able to do in the first half to help them to the first half lead. Here we see it. And no, he wasn't in the motion of throwing the ball. It's actually a fumble.
Just good defensive line play by Belton, putting a lot of heat on Mangani, and he never saw the guy hit him from behind. Big defensive touchdown for Belton. They take the lead.
One after attempt. There's between the pipes. 5:42 left to go in the third quarter. Belton has come out of the locker room and scored 2 touchdowns to take a lead by 7, 21-14 over the University Trojans.
University's going to have to gather themselves immediately here as we're halfway through the third quarter, and they absolutely have got to create a drive that puts some points on the board here to get them back to even as we get late in the game here. Micaiah Sandolph, number 0, along with number 13, Cameron Marshall, will be back to receive this kickoff from Belton. So big plays on both sides of the ball by both teams all night long have created for a lot of excitement here in the third quarter. Very close game so far this evening.
In a seesaw battle, Belton took the 7-0 lead. University tied it and then took the lead 14-7. That's the way it was at halftime, but then Belton comes out of the locker room and scores 2 touchdowns to take the 7-point advantage for themselves at 21-14. LeBlanc makes his approach. Pops it up to the near side where it's fair catch called for and taken at the 20-yard line, so that'll bring it to the 25.
Tony Miles with the fair catch there, number 15.
Ball security, a big thing for the Trojan offense here. That and do what they can to get it downfield and get this thing tied.
It's been tough sledding offensively for University as far as real long drives. They have hit on a big play by Sandolph with the big run, but this is a really good defensive team they're facing tonight.
Mangani back to pass. Will try to get it to Sandolph in a middle screen, but a little too hot.
That play had a chance to go the distance. There was only one defender, but Mangani was under tremendous pressure to get it off. Could not quite get it to Sandolph.
Trying to use that defensive pressure against the Tigers there and put the screen pass, but they have definitely been getting into the backfield quickly here in the third quarter. Bengani takes the snap, throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. Nobody home.
Desmond Adams, number 17, the cornerback, defending.
Got to get to the 35 to get a new series of downs. London Smith will be the lone receiver to the far side. Well, now he's going to be joined by Najee Drakes on the right side of the formation. Make the handoff to Sandoff. Throw is complete for the first down. Out across the 40-yard line. DQ Irvin with the catch.
Josh Aguirre, number 27, in on the defense for Belton.
First catch tonight for Irvin. $18-yard pickup.
They've been very successful with those passes out in the flat all night long.
Play clock under 10. Bengani with the handoff to Makai Sandoff. He slides a couple of tackles and with a pat drill gets it across the 45 to the 46. Gain of about 4 on the play, maybe 3.
Ethan Arundel in on the tackle, number 36.
Irvin now the tight end to the right. Both Sandoff and Drakes in the backfield with the quarterback. Rolling to his left. Gets the pass off to Drakes. Drake stays on his feet with great balance. Gets it to the 35-yard line in Tiger territory.
Brought down by Desmond Adams, number 17, the cornerback for Belton.
19-yard pickup on the pass to Najee Drakes. Just a good hard-nosed football player is Drakes. Darius Evans now joins the backfield. Sandoff has moved out to the left split out position. Drake's looking to back the pass. It's complete. Oh, in and out of the hands of Drakes. He had 6.
He sure did. Well devised play. It was right there. Just didn't look it into his hands.
You got to get a look at the replay. This is going to come right down your camera barrel. And just right there, and had it in his hands and just got through him.
Several times tonight, University has been able to get behind the defensive secondary of Belton.
Bengani's pass a little too tall, intended for Sandoff.
Desmond Adams defending on the play.
Second time in this drive they faced 3rd down and 5.
You got to figure it's 2-down territory to get the first down, Lark.
We got an 18-yard pass to DQ Irvin last time they faced a 3rd and 10 in this drive. That was back at their own 25-yard line. Now they're at the enemy 35. Clock stopped with 3:27 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Belton on top, 21-14. Darius Evans is the running back. Bengani rolls to his right, throws for the corner of the end zone for London Smith. Smith makes the over-the-shoulder catch at the 5-yard line. What an outstanding catch by London Smith to get the Trojans inside the 5.
Luke Flores was defending, and he was right with him, but
had an eligible receiver downfield. That's the second time tonight that a big play has been taken away from the Trojans on an ineligible receiver.
Kent's arguing his case down there with the line judge.
So instead of being 1st and goal, it's 3rd and 15 back at the 40. Smith, the single receiver off to the right. And Johnny looking to his left, gets hit from behind and dropped at midfield.
Sam Shepard wrapping him up, came untouched. And that's going to force University to have to punt the ball after they had a really good drive going. One major penalty, forcing them to punt the ball now.
Loss of 9 on the play, back to the 49-yard line.
Mason Ram back at the 20-yard line for Belton.
Good snap, good punt. Chases Ram back to the 14-yard line where he picks it up and going to be forced out of bounds just as he gets across the 20-yard line.
And Trail DeGrate knocking him out of bounds.
Belton gets the ball with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter, leading the University Trojans 21-14.
And their punt returner just limped off the field there, number 5, Mason Ram. He's one of their receivers, so they'll have to come in with a substitution here on this offensive series for Belton.
They're already without their leading receiver on the season, Oliveria, who had 538 yards on the year. He missed last week and this week. From the 20-yard line, Belton's into the field. Ty Brown hands it off to Underwood, and Underwood takes it for about 4 yards up to the 24.
Jamarcus Rutledge along with Matthew Marquez in on the tackle.
Well, I'm sure Brett Sneffen just wants to run as much clock as he can. He has the lead and would like to take another one of those 6-minute drives, but get points on it this time.
It's critical here. The University stops them 3 and out and gets the ball back in great field position.
Again, it's Underwood with the football. Across the 25 up to the 27. Still 3 yards shy of the first down.
Jamarcus Rutledge again on the tackle, aided in there by Micah Henderson, number 4 for University.
3rd and 3 at the 27. We'll send LeBlanc in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Underwood has it and will get the first down as he gets just across the 30-yard line. That's all he had to do to pick up the first down.
Once again, number 8, Jamarcus Rutledge, knocking him down to the ground.
Once again, Sean Snapp, their leading rusher, left the game with a apparent leg injury earlier that's forced Underwood to play most of the second half here. Brown being flushed from the pocket, just going to throw this one away. Tried to get it to LeBlanc at the sideline, but he had to get rid of it.
Heavy pressure being applied by Jamarcus Rutledge, number 8 for University.
Stop the clock with 31 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
If University can stop Belton on this series, they should have excellent field position going into the fourth quarter.
LeBlanc once again in motion. Hand off to Underwood. Some good blocking up front. We'll get him across the 35 to the 36 for a gain of 6.
Edgar Marquez, number 9, in on the tackle there.
An offensive line definitely doing its job to make holes for Underwood. That's going to be the final play of our third quarter. Our score at the end of 3 periods is Belton 21 and University 14. Let's send it down to the sideline now to Ava Rodriguez with a special interview.
Hi, I'm Eva Rodriguez from Trojan Media Productions, and I'm here with our AV teacher, Mr. Sanchez. How are you, Mr. Sanchez?
I'm doing well tonight. It's a little chilly, but you know what? We're fired up. We're about to win this game tonight.
And I have some questions for you, if that's all right.
Oh, of course. What do you got?
First, Mr. Sanchez, how has it been working with your crew this season?
Working with our crew, it's been amazing. You guys are practically professionals. You guys are putting on an amazing show, high quality. I couldn't be prouder. You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you. And what can our viewers at home expect from us later on this year?
We got many projects on the way. Not only do we do football, we have volleyball, basketball, men and women's. We got men and women's soccer, baseball, softball, and even track as well coming up. So make sure that you like and follow our Waco ISD Athletics YouTube page, because that's where you're going to find all the action, all right?
Thank you, Mr. Sanchez, for that insightful interview. And back to you, Lark and Hal.
Thank you very much, Eva. Start of the fourth quarter, 3rd and 4 facing the Belton Tigers from their own 36-yard line. Back to pass, Brown gets out from underneath the rush, throws underneath, it's incomplete. And the Trojans appear to have gotten that defensive stop.
Joseph Caballero, number 16, put the initial pressure on the QB. Then Ty Wagner came in and finished him off there. London Smith will be back for University. It is on 20-yard line to receive this punt.
Ball's going to roll dead inside the 30 at about the 27-yard line. So University has a ways to go to tie this one up in the final 11 minutes and 45 seconds of the game.
43-yard punt there.
Sean Magani leads him out on the field. We'll have Sandoff in the backfield with him. Hands it off to Mackay. He breaks loose, and somebody grabs him by the shoestrings when he gets to the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup for Mackay Sandoff.
Wyatt Butler in on the tackle.
Pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7 from the 30. Fake the handoff. This time the throw to Drakes in the flat. He's across the 35, was fumbling the ball as he got up to the 39-yard line, but was able to hold on to it, and he picked up the 1st down.
Sam Shepard brings him down, number 40 for Belton. Plenty of time left on the clock here to get this drive in for a touchdown.
Pump fake, going long, going for London Smith. Has his man at the 20 to the 15 to the 10 and tripped up inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, down by 17, Desmond Adams, or that would have been a touchdown. Just a nice, long 50-yard play there, Lark.
They're going to mark the ball at the 7-yard line.
Well executed pass and catch.
54 yards on the pitch and catch, and Sandoff's into the end zone for the touchdown. That didn't take much time at all.
Minute and 10 seconds on that drive, 72 yards. University 1 extra point kick attempt from tying this ball game. Great response by the offense there to come back and drive that ball. Monreal with the extra point. It's good. We're all tied up at 21. We got a ball game here.
We do. 10 minutes, 35 seconds left. That was a 4-play drive that covered 73 yards in a minute and 5 seconds. We got a new ball game. It's now a game that lasts 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Whoever plays the best in that last 10:35 will be the district champion, or at least a co-champion.
Well, we thought coming into this game, at least looking at the statistics and looking at the film that we were able to observe, that these look like two pretty well even teams. And so far tonight, it's played out like that. Going back deep for Belton to receive this kickoff. We number 7, Rashawn Peoples. And this time number 10, Slade LeBlanc. He's in for Mason Ram, who is still out on the sideline. He limped off on the last punt return he had.
Senior kicker Adrian Monreal has it teed up at the North 40. Ball is falling off the tee, so get a chance to reset it. Good return across the 40 by Ram. Up to about the 42.
Dan Terrell, the great number 1 for University. They just switched positions. Once again, 5 is limping off Ram. That's why they put him up short and put LeBlanc back there deep. But he's either got cramping issues or leg issues, but he's coming out of the game. He's one of their receivers.
Ty Brown has gone the distance at the quarterback. LeBlanc could step into that role if need be. Underwood is his running back. He has the handoff, trying to get around the corner and able to do so. Only gets to the 40-yard line. That's a loss of 2 on the play.
Edgar Marquez in on the tackle there.
Brings up a 2nd down and 12. H-back Nigel McLeod goes to the sideline. Got to tie it in to the right of the formation. Send LeBlanc in motion, but give the ball to Underwood. It's a nice hole over the left tackle. Gets Underwood into University territory. He's finally stopped when he gets to the 43-yard line.
Travion DeGreat, number 7 for University.
17-yard pickup for Underwood. Picks up the 1st down and has the ball in Trojan territory. Got to give it to that Belton offensive line. They have been making some holes for their running backs. Little trouble with the snap. But winding up and throwing deep, looking for LeBlanc. And it is complete for the touchdown. 2nd time tonight that those two have combined for a long touchdown.
43 yards on that touchdown bomb. And just like that, Belton is back into the lead. Travion DeGreat was in on the defense. He was right there, but a perfectly placed ball. And another quick score.
Only took him 1:23 and 3 plays to cover the distance of 58 yards. Point after attempt is good. 9:12 left in the contest. Belton back on top by a touchdown at 28-21.
Well, if you're University, you have no option, but you absolutely have to score on this possession. They've got the firepower to do it. They're just going to have to execute. They've got plenty of time on the clock, 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go left in the 4th quarter. And they've got all their weapons to do it with. Kai Sandoff, number 0. He's going back deep for University along with teammate number 13, Cameron Marshall. They'll both be at about the 10-yard line.
Nice crowd hanging around for this one. It's a little late thanks to the late start after the storm rolled through. Had about an hour and 50-minute lightning delay that kept us from starting the game on time. But as close as this one is, I can see why nobody's left the park.
No, this has been a back-and-forth game all night long.
LeBlanc's kick goes to the far side. Picked up at the 20-yard line and pretty much mauled under right there. It was DQ Irvin picking up the football.
Nick Perez, number 19, was in on the tackle there for Belton on that kickoff.
Trojans will start at their own 19-yard line, trailing by a touchdown. With just a little over 9 minutes left to go in the contest. Ghani takes the snap, rolls right, throws to Smith, complete at the 23-yard line.
Alton McCallum, number 12, in on the defense.
Just a gain of 4 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Looking to maybe get Belton to jump offside, but they're not biting on that. Placing in with about 10 seconds left on the play clock. Linebackers blitzing on the play. A wide receiver screen to Smith this time, and he'll get it out to about the 28-yard line.
Wrapped up by safety Josh Aguirre.
Pick up a 5 on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 1. At the 28. I had a procedure call. I think maybe the snap was a little behind what everybody else was moving.
Yep. That's a costly mistake there on the 3rd and 1.
Takes it back to the 23-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 6. Michael Curry checks in as a wide receiver. He'll go to the right, to the left side of the formation. Keep your eye on number 3 at the bottom of your screen, Najee Drakes. He and 14, London Smith. Pass is incomplete. Try to get it to Smith across the middle.
Alton McCallum defending on the play, and University's going to have to punt the ball away. Slade LeBlanc is going to go back and tend to this punt return for Belton. He's going to be at about the 45-yard line.
Belton, a very senior-laden ball club. As University has a lot of underclassmen. Going to have 6 returning starters on offense next year, 7 returning starters on defense for next year's team. Punt's going to come to the 50-yard line and check up, then take a University roll down to about the 48-yard line in Belton territory. Tigers get the ball with 7:22 remaining in the game, and they have a touchdown lead at 28-21, pardon me.
33 yards off the toe of Monreal. Absolutely critical that University stop them and get the ball back. They cannot afford to let Belton score anymore.
3 receivers to the right. But Brown will hand it off to Underwood, and Underwood straight up the gut. Gets it into University territory down to the 46-yard line. Pick up a 6 on the play.
DeMarcus Rutledge, number 18, wrapping him up and bringing him down to the ground.
Belton ruled time of possession in the first half and doing a pretty good job of it here in the second half as well. Right now they're not only trying to play keep away, but also trying to maybe get another touchdown on the board. Underwood once again has some running room across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down by a yard, I believe.
Jamarcus Rutledge, number 8, wrapping him up around the ankles.
I would think that Belton is in 4-down territory here. They're going to let the clock run a little bit. Play clock down to 12 before they break the huddle. Brown fakes the handoff, throws in the flat. It's complete on the wide receiver screen. Goes down to the 35-yard line. Isaac Abel with the catch. His second catch tonight.
Travion DeGreat, number 7, bringing him down to the field. Dantrell DeGreat nearly picked that ball off.
Picked up 7 on the play, but also picked up a first down. And the clock continues to roll at 5:42. Underwood straight ahead running across the 30 to the 28.
Joseph Cavallero in on the tackle. But they are,
Go ahead.
They're really starting to push University around a little bit on the using the big offensive line there. They're getting about 4 or 5 yards a pop now, and the University's having a hard time penetrating.
Ball's at the 29-yard line. Underwood once again, straight up the gut, across the 25, and picks up another first down.
Matthew Marquez wrapping him up at the ankles.
Mark it at the 23. About a 6-yard pickup on that first down to pick up the first down. Well, right now, those wide receivers are just window dressing. They just keep handing the ball to Underwood, pounding it up the middle. Here goes Underwood again. And he's down near the 20-yard line for another 3-yard pickup.
Joseph Caballero bringing him down to the ground. We're going to have a timeout here. University.
Yeah, University calling their first time out of the second half. See if they can regroup here and stop this charge by the Belton Tigers. Tigers trying to move in for a 2-touchdown lead.
University's playing hard on defense. They're tackling well. They've just been on the field a little too long. Belton's had the ball a long time this whole game.
Let's take this opportunity to thank the crew from Trojan Media Productions who helps bring the pictures and descriptions to the game. Our director is Tyrell Thompson. Instant replay operator is Stephanie Macias. Audio engineer is Roman Banda. Our camera operators are Carol Duran, Abigail Garcia, Brianna Benavides, Eric Moon, and Eden Olvera. Sideline reporter are Allison Perez and Eva Rodriguez, and the executive director and teacher is Justin Sanchez. Thanks, guys and gals, for your work here on Trojan Media Productions this year. From the 20-yard line, 2nd down and 7 for the Belton Tigers. Underwood is going to be undermined this time. Nice job. Caballero in there with one other Trojan. Now we got a little pushing and shoving after the play.
Outstanding play by Joseph Caballero. He just shot the gap and he didn't even get to the line of scrimmage. That was a much-needed defensive play there. Negative yardage.
And -2 brings up a 3rd down and 9 at the 22 in University territory. Now they do have a field goal kicker that can kick it from at least 35 yards out. We saw in pregame, which was, what, like 5 hours ago.
Right, and it was into the wind, so we know he can hit it from 40. Distance won't be a problem if they attempt a field goal.
Underwood takes the handoff, and once again he's tackled at the 19-yard line this time after about a 3-yard gain.
Joseph Caballero stopped him initially, and then Edgar Marquez knocked him to the ground. University's going to take another timeout here.
Well, let's see what Brett Sniffen decides to do here. You got to believe he needs to get a 2-score game. But you would have to believe that a field goal is in order here. On 4th and about 6.
It would just be a 36-yard attempt, so we know that they've got the leg to get it there.
And not only did we see Cole Crispin able to hit from that distance during warm-ups, but also Slade LeBlanc was kicking from that distance as well. But they have had one field goal attempt go wide earlier in this contest that could have given them a closer score at halftime. University led at half 14-7.
They don't have the field goal kicker out there, so they're going to go for it.
Well, see if they try to get the Trojans to jump offside or if they think they can get the first down here. Sure enough, they're going to go for the first down. Brown looks for the screen pass, and it is incomplete. Tried to get that to Underwood, and if you ask me, I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, Underwood, he actually did catch it, but he stumbled. He just flat out fell down.
So the University gets the football with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left in the contest and a chance to tie the game, trailing 28-21. They'll have the ball at the 16-yard line. The standoff on his feet. It's a little juke and jive and finally goes out of bounds and knocked down. And a flag thrown. That's going to be an extra 15 yards.
Absolutely. Number 36 is going to be the guilty party there, Ethan Rondall. And we've got a Belton Tiger down on the field. I was going to say right before University started this last drive, 2 of the ball games that they've dropped by 1 point was when the opposition scored on the last drive of the ball game and went for 2. So who knows?
Time.
You never know. We'll see.
That's how they have the one loss in district play, and that was to Elgin.
Dead ball, late hit, out of bounds, number 36. 15, first down.
That's going to put the ball, I believe, on the Belton 49-yard line. At the 50-yard line. There's plenty of time left for University. They can get 50 yards. That's number 4 going off now, Luke Flores.
So Smith got 19 yards in the pass, and they added 15 more for the unsportsmanlike conduct to take it out to midfield. 2:50 left in the game. And 2 Belton Tigers being helped to the sideline. Luke Flores, well, with no goal. Pass in the flat to Drakes. Nice sidestep, gets him down inside the 40-yard line. Now a flag thrown. We'll see if there's a face mask penalty in there that might help the Trojans. No, a holding penalty against. Okay, it was London Smith.
London Smith.
I didn't see him anywhere in the vicinity.
That hurts because that was a 10-yard gain, and now they're going to be pushed back 10. So.
So still 1st and 10 at the 50. That just took a little time off the clock. Drake's in motion. And Ghani throwing deep for London Smith and too far. Had to get rid of it, though, because he was under pressure. Do we have another flag? No. Second down and 10 from midfield. Smith wide to the right. Drake's in the slot to the left. Sandoff in the backfield. Sandoff gets the handoff with some good moves. Gets it down to the 47-yard line. Belton territory.
Aiden Stock, number 55, in on the tackle.
3rd and 7 from the Belton 47. Clock rolling. Be right at 2 minutes left in the game when they snap the ball. Pass is broken up. I mean, it's as soon as he was releasing the ball, somebody hit him.
They brought 5 rushers. 36 was the one who put the pressure and knocked him down, Ethan Rendall.
So it comes down to this. 4th and 7 at the Belton 47. With 1:56 left to play.
It's absolutely critical. University's front offensive line give them some protection here on this play.
Have to get to the 40-yard line for a new set of downs. Mangani back to pass, looking deep, has Najee Drake's open and a flag thrown. Apparently we're going to have a holding penalty that's going to allow University to have a first down.
Najee had him beaten, so I know why he held him, because it would have been a touchdown. So it was a good move by the defensive back to prevent that from happening. Keeps the drive alive and gives them a chance still. 1:50 to go in the ball game. But this Belton defensive line is really putting some pressure on Mangani.
Ball is at the 37. In Belton territory. On the roll. Throw is complete to the 30-yard line.
Tony Miles on that reception, Lark.
Miles down inside the 25 to the 24.
Sam Babcock, number 29, in on the tackle.
Picked up 13. Now they hand it off up the middle and down to the 20-yard line. That's Sandoff with the carry?
Yes, it was. Wyatt Butler knocking him down to the ground, but not till after a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6. Clock rolling with 1:07. Snap the ball with 1 minute to go. Rolling right. Mangani throws. Complete at the 10-yard line and out of bounds.
Tony Miles on the reception again. Josh Aguirre defending.
Going to be 1st and goal from the 9. .55 seconds remaining. University does have, well, there's no timeouts up on the board for University. They've used all their timeouts. It's either go for the end zone or go for the sideline here. Sandoff in motion. Pass is incomplete, intended for Drakes right at the goal line. He was open.
He was wide open. Just overthrew him just ever so slightly. That was a really good play call.
Well, you know, after a 2-hour delay, and why not play some overtime and play after midnight?
Still got plenty of time on the clock to execute this offense for the last 9 yards.
51 seconds. 2nd and goal from the 9. Mangani throws. It's incomplete. Intended once again for Drakes. DQ Irvin is in the end zone saying, "I'm wide open. Look for me." 47 seconds left. Not a person in their seats. Everybody's standing for this exciting end to the final game of the regular season.
Got to get the play in.
Clock, yeah, play clock's down to 7. And just get the play off. Quick slant, complete to the 1-yard line and into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, University.
London Smith.
London Smith with the catch on the quick slant.
So Kent going to go for 2.
42 seconds left on the clock. They're going for 2. They're going for the win. For the win. Fake the handoff.
He's got it.
Around the end. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. They fake the end around, and Sandoff takes it around the left side for the 2-point conversion, and the Trojans have a 29-28 lead with 42 seconds left in the contest.
Really a nice call there for that 2-point conversion. And they've got the lead. How long was that drive, Lark?
Went from the 16-yard line.
84-yard drive when they absolutely had to have it. Scored the touchdown, 2-point conversion. They've got the lead with 42 seconds to go.
Took them 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Also got some help from an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and a defensive holding penalty as well.
Rashawn Peoples, number 7, along with Slade LeBlanc, number 10, will be back to receive this kickoff. I don't know if University has any intention of kicking it deep, though.
Belton does still have all 3 of their timeouts remaining, so they can milk that 43 seconds or 42 seconds off the clock. Kick's taken at the 12-yard line. Gets up to the 30. And finally brought down at the 37-yard line in Belton's end of the field. And that took several seconds off the clock. 33 seconds is what's going to be left.
Joseph Caballero, number 16, along with number 81 for University, Jalen Miles.
And now it's up to the UDOG defense to protect home field. Ty Brown, the quarterback, takes the snap, looks right, throws, and incomplete, intended for Ram on the near side. That preserves the timeouts, but there's just 30 seconds left. They can use the middle of the field with those timeouts remaining. LeBlanc, the wide receiver, to the top of your screen. Brown drops back, steps up in the pocket, now rolls to his right, throws to the sideline, has LeBlanc, and LeBlanc goes out of bounds at the University 46-yard line.
Pushed out by London Smith, number 14.
Picked up the first down. They don't have to get a touchdown. They just need to get in field goal territory.
They've got all their timeouts left in their wallet. 22 seconds. They have plenty of time.
Brown will run with the football straight up the middle of the field, all the way down to the 30-yard line, and brought down inside the 30 down to about the 28. The first down is going to stop the clock, but definitely gets the Tigers into field goal position with 14 seconds left.
Travion DeGrade in on the tackle. Yeah, when you set your 3 safeties back 15 yards, if they get past the line of scrimmage, it takes a while for those guys to come up and defend.
Belton calls their first time out here to make a decision as to what to do here with 14 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining, trailing by a point at 29-28.
Well, they're definitely inside the range of the field goal kicker. I'm sure he can get it 44 yards. He was kicking at 37 into the teeth of the wind during the pregame warm-ups.
That wind that went away for a little bit is now back, maybe at 5 to 7 miles per hour in the face of the Belton Tigers. From the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 in University's end of the field. Brown looking to his right, now goes back to the left, has a man open inside the 10-yard line. Catch made there by Isaac Abel.
He was wide open. There's 8 seconds to go.
They called their timeout.
Wow, they've taken it down about 60 yards in no time flat.
Picked up 16 on that last play and have a 1st and goal at the 9 with 8 seconds remaining.
The ball centered right in the center of the field. You would think they would just go ahead and attempt a field goal here, even attempting a snap, potential for a fumble. Been one exciting game tonight, back and forth the whole game. 2 really good teams playing.
A team worthy of a championship claim. They send the quarterback Ty Brown out. They don't send the field goal unit out just yet with 8 seconds left. Brown back to pass. Ball is knocked down. The incomplete pass will stop the clock with 3 seconds left. Now you've got to bring out the field goal team.
Joseph Caballero was the one who knocked that ball down out of his hands.
Second and goal at the University 9. And here comes the field goal unit. Carson Dunn in to hold. Cole Chrisman to attempt. Is there a penalty on the play?
There was a penalty on the play.
All right, 5 yards marked off against the University. It'll be about a 22-yard attempt by Chrisman. Good snap, good hold, kicked on its way, and it's good. The Belton Tigers, with a last-second field goal, claim the district championship, go undefeated in district play, and lose only once on the regular season. That was at San Angelo Central. I make that twice. They go to 8-2 on the year. But 6-0 in district play. A hard-fought game. Unfortunately, someone had to lose this one. And a game effort by the University Trojans as they drop a 31-29 decision tonight to the Belton Tigers. But the season is not over for the University Trojans. They have claimed a spot in the postseason. We'll have to wait for some other results from around the district and also the district that opposes University and Belton's district in the postseason to know who's going to play whom in the postseason. But congratulations to Kent Laster and his University Trojans. They finished 5-5 on the season and 4-2 in district play. Once again, many thanks to the folks who've been a part of this one. For my broadcast partner, Hal Harris, I'm Lark Smith. This has been a production of Trojan Media Productions.